I discuss about what atmosphere is made of. Atmosphere's components. Now, atmosphere, it is a blanket of air. Atmosphere is a blanket of air surrounding the earth. The blanket of air surrounding the earth is known as atmosphere. Its components are gases, dust particles, and etc. Gases. In the air there are many gases, and in those gases, nitrogen is 78%, oxygen is 21%, and the remaining 1% are other substances. In this 1%, carbon dioxide is 0.03%. Even though this is less percentage and this is very more percentage, we require these things in our life. Next, dust. Why is dust important? The dust particles help in the formation of clouds, and it even helps in the rainfall. So these are the components of atmosphere. Now we'll study about the layers of atmosphere. There are 5 layers. There are 6 layers. The layers of atmosphere are 6. The lowest layer is, there are 6 layers. The first one is troposphere. Troposphere. Troposphere, it extends about height up to 13 kilometers height. Suppose this is our land, and these are the layers of atmosphere up to here, and then up to here is the troposphere, 13 kilometers. This is 13 kilometers. Troposphere. Sometimes it may be 18, sometimes it may be 8, because in the earth, if at the equator it is more height, and at the poles it is more height and the equator is less height. So here it will be 18 kilometers and here it will be 8 kilometers. So 10 kilometers difference between the equator and the pole. Next, temperature in the troposphere. The temperature can drop very cold. The temperature can be from minus 15 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius in the troposphere. It consists of various gases, it consists of winds, and then below the troposphere it is the place where we live, our land. Next, the layer just above the troposphere. Here the aeroplanes they will go, and this small layer is known as the tropopause. So the aeroplanes will go above the tropopause, because going in the tropopause it will have more gravitational pull, and then the aeroplanes may get damaged. Next, stratosphere. Stratosphere. The stratosphere can extend up to 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers from the Earth's surface. From here, the stratosphere is 50 kilometers. And the temperatures at the stratosphere rapidly fall. Here also it is very cold. 50 kilometers and temperatures are 0 degrees Celsius. It's very cold at the troposphere. And the ozone layer, it will be in the middle of in the troposphere. Here somewhere the ozone layer will be. What is the ozone layer and how it is helpful? Ozone layer is a layer surrounding the earth which protects us from the UV rays. Next layer is mesosphere. This is mesosphere. And from the Earth's surface, from here to here, it is 80 kilometers. 80 kilometers of height. And then the layer above, just above the mesosphere, this is known as the mesopause. Like the tropopause, this is mesopause. Next. This is the coolest ever area in the troposphere, stratosphere, and thermosphere and exosphere. Thermosphere and exosphere. This is the most coolest. Mesosphere. And coolest. Next, mesosphere. When the meteorites are falling from the earth, in this area they burn, like they catch on fire in the mesosphere. It is the middle sphere of all the layers, and in the mesosphere, the last part of the ozone layer will be. Ozone layer will be from here to here. Last parts of the ozone layer will be in the mesosphere. Okay. Next. Okay. Now the next one, thermosphere. Thermosphere. It extends up to 600 kilometers from the Earth's surface. That is from here to here. This is 600 kilometers of height. And this temperature is very high temperature, and in this more ions will be. There will be more electric charged particles in this area. Those electric charged particles, they consume the heat of the sun. They absorb the heat of the sun. That's why it's a very high temperature. It is also known as ionosphere because of the more ions containing in this area. Ionosphere. Temperature is very high, up to 1500 degrees Celsius temperature in the thermosphere. Next sphere is the exosphere. Outermost layer, the exosphere. Height from the exosphere to the earth is we can't measure the approximate height. It is the uppermost layer, exosphere, uppermost. It will be approximately 1000 kilometers above. Uppermost layer, it merges with the space. So this part, space, it connects with the space, the exosphere. In this place, the gases are very light-weighted gases. Why? Because if the gases are low weight, they come down due to the gravitational force and they are at the Earth's surface. Example, oxygen. It has very less weight, that's why it is at the Earth's surface. But if there is, example, hydrogen and helium, hydrogen's atomic mass is only 1.008 grams. So it can easily fly up, and it will be more amount of hydrogen will be in the exosphere. Next, components of the atmosphere. There are 4 components of the atmosphere. First one, temperature. Temperature is the degree of hot or cold is known as temperature. Degree of hotness or coldness is known as temperature. Temperature zones, there are mainly 5 temperature zones in our Earth. Frigid zone, torrid zone, temperate zone, torrid zone at the equator, and then again temperate zone and frigid zone. Degrees 90, here equator 0, 23 and a half, 66 and a half, 23 and a half, 66 and a half degrees latitudes. So longitude. These are the degrees. And these are the temperature zones. Next, pressure. Pressure is the air contains some weight, right? So the weight exerting on the weight which air exerts on us, weight exerted by air is known as the atmospheric pressure or air pressure, measured by the barometer in the sea. Next, wind. The next one is wind. Wind moving air is known as wind moving air. And again, this wind is classified into 3 types. Planetary winds, periodic winds, and local winds. These planetary winds are also known as trade winds. These periodic winds also known as monsoon winds. Seasonal. These are also known as seasonal winds. They come in different seasons. Seasonal winds. And local winds are the normal winds which come from the eastern side of mountains. Example, eastern side of Rocky Mountains in North America. Those winds are known as local winds. The last one is moisture. Moisture is the water vapor which is in the atmosphere. Water vapor. Because of this moisture, we feel more humidity in the atmosphere. Because of moisture, different rainfalls happen. Conventional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and even cyclonic rainfall. Thank you.